The Love Boat. Sorry, I didn't know how to start this show off today. Welcome to another episode of Your Success at Last DNA. Doing those daily needed actions, getting those daily necessary attitude adjustments. You know, that motivational oomph that you need every single day, giving you those core inspirational building blocks that will help you get done what you need to get done. Me? Well, I'm your host, Tracy, the Ace Brinkman, coming to you from YourSuccessAtLast.com. Well, I guess the Love Boat was ringing in my head because obviously right around the corner it's Valentine's Day, right? My goodness, January, poof, gone already. How about that? It's going fast. Isn't it amazing that sometimes you you just check yourself and go, wow, where'd the time go? That's another reason why that's another reason why I put this show out, to help us keep our focus on the future, because it's going to be poof, gone before you know it. With that comes, all the steps you need to take. And I've put together a little program called the 7 Critical Steps to Success. And I will share with you how to get that a little bit later. Before I go there, what's the question? What's the question today? My regular listeners will know. Yeah. End of the week, we always talk about, have you laid the groundwork? Have you done your prep work? Or some people might say, have you done your homework? Have you done your prep work? And what do I mean by this? Well, during the course of the week, we talk about all kinds of things, right? How do you feel? How do you want to feel? How do you get from where you're feeling now to where you want to feel, right? Are you using your talents? Are you focusing on the things you do well to enhance your life, right? What things do you want or need to change, right? And then it's, your goals. What do you really want to do? What do you want to have out of your life? What do you want to do with your life? So if you've sat and pondered those for a little bit, then your next step would be to lay the groundwork to start making it happen. So the question becomes, have you done your homework? Have you done your prep work and you laid your groundwork? And if you haven't, take a little time after this podcast and think of 1 or 2 things that you could do to start moving it forward. If you have, man, girl, keep on rocking it. Guy, keep on rolling it. And I'm proud of you. But ask yourself the question, have you done your prep work? Huh? And a part of that, ding, 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 a part of that is, are you showing the ones that you love how much you love them? How you feel about them? Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and that's why the song was ringing in my head, right? So we'll be making another run. Anyway, sorry, I just dated myself, didn't I? I know that song. Do the ones you love know how much you love them? Really know how much you love them? If they don't, this is the show you want to listen to. Because we're going to talk about, with Valentine's being right around the corner, and I'm going to focus on the love relationship. I'm not going to focus so much on the mother-son relationship, father-daughter, father-son relationships. I'm really going to focus in on this show about the love relationships. With Valentine's Day, again, being right around the corner, if you're in a love relationship, it's important to behave in ways that will help your relationship last every single day. Not just on Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. I know, guys, you're going to go out there, you're going to get her the roses, you're going to get her the candy, you're going to get her a card, maybe sing to her, take her to dinner, whatever you're going to do, you're going to make her feel loved. Well, why can't she feel that every day? Huh? So we're going to talk about a few things you can do. Things like holding hands, looking into each other's eyes, having special dates, maybe planning a getaway. It's a few other things that will help you enhance your emotional intimacy. You want that intimacy to run deep, don't you? I'm nodding my head for you. Go ahead, you nod too, right? You do. I know you do. Otherwise, why get into the relationship in the first place? Huh? Okay. So I'm going to give you a few strategies. Other things are like being honest. Duh, right? Go figure. Lies hurt. How about that, right? Listening and equal relationships. But let's get into them a little bit here, and let's talk about implementing some tips that will help you draw you and your loved one closer together and strengthen that bond. Ready? All right. First off, like I mentioned, hold hands. Remember when you were a kid in elementary school, heck, probably even in high school, and he or she held your hand for the first time? Oh my God, did your heart like flitter? didn't it? That little woo in your tummy, wasn't it exciting? Yeah, it still can be, right? Holding hands, it feels good. Let's just be honest. It also feels good to demonstrate your love for the person whose hand you're holding, right? And here's another thing that many people don't think about. When you see someone holding hands, they're showing the world that the two of them are so closely connected, that they are a couple, right? Holding hands is a great way to express your love for one another. And I'm going to use the word love throughout this podcast. Call it whatever you want. If you're in a relationship, you're infatuated, you like each other, I'm using the word love. Insert your word here, okay? Legalese out of the way, okay? So try it. Try holding hands. Trust me, it's gonna make a difference, all right? Next, look into your partner's eyes when you're talking to them. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love doing this, all right? I love just looking right into her eyes, all right? Let's be honest, right? Life gets busy. I know. I have a busy world too, and it's easy to forget to do these little things. To do the little things like holding the hands, but gazing into your partner's eye. Oh, it's going to make a huge difference. If you make it a point to look into your partner's eyes when you speak to them, the two of you will be drawn closer and closer and closer. All right, with each good conversation. All right. Here's another one. I like this one a lot. I learned this one from someone I care about very, very much. Love her deeply. Diane, you know who you are, don't you? Yeah, she's nodding her head. Right? Hopefully she's smiling right now. Planning a little get together. Let's back up here a second. Planning a special date. Right? Plan in advance to do something together, whether it's enjoying a meal at a restaurant you haven't gone to on Friday night, or having lunch down at the wharf, or seeing a movie on Sunday. Who cares, whatever it is. Weekly dates should be a common occurrence, right? Your partner is going to love the idea that you're thinking of the two of you and what the two of you could do to enjoy each other's company after a busy work week, right? And if you're the guy, you should make some of those decisions, right? I know we have the strong ladies out there, and ladies, I love you. And if that's how your relationship works, more power to you. But guys, don't let that lady make all those decisions, huh? All right. Now, planning a little getaway. This is another great one. This kind of builds off the date each week. Nothing is going to enhance the intimacy like planning a romantic getaway together. Talk about where you want to go, what you want to do, when you want to get there, heck, even how you want to get there. Do you want to drive? Do you want to fly? Do you want to take the train, right? Do you want to take a boat? I don't know. It's exciting and it's fun to think about seeing a new place together that the two of you have never seen before. Now, here's a cool thing. I enjoy taking Diane to places I've seen before and she hasn't seen. And then she gets to share that excitement that I have of the place with me. And I do so love going to places that she's been to before. Like we went to Fisherman's Wharf and we had a wonderful day out there seeing the submarine and the ship and this old arcade from, the 50s and 60s, I think it was. There was some crazy stuff in there, right? And then having lunch out on the wharf is great. It was an awesome day. Sharing a place she had been before, and I got to see it in a different perspective, like through her eyes. But going to something the two of you have never done before, going to see a place or experience something you've never done before, that is going to take it to a whole nother level. Okay? Excuse me. Now, I'm not talking about spending a boatload of money here. I mean, if you live near the seashore, you could take a drive together, right? Stay overnight, maybe. Maybe there's a lake close by, all right, or a mountain, a ski slope, whatever it is. Enjoy the beach. We're talking about the coastline, you go down, you enjoy the beach, you have a nice dinner, you explore the area. Because here's the thing: there are so many quirky little things in the area that you probably don't even know about, and there are apps out there that'll help you find them. I was trying to see if I could find the name of one real fast, but just do a search for your state name, and there'll be apps up there that will show you quirky little places. And if I think of it later, I will post it in the show notes underneath this. Okay, but there's all these great things. There could be places of historic significance, or ghost places, or just quirky little artsy fartsy things around your area that the two of you can go enjoy, spend no money or very little money to go see, and really make a memory. Right? And isn't that what it's all about? Okay? So whether it's a day trip or an overnight foray or a weekend extravaganza, bring adventure back into your lives by seeing and investigating new places and new things. All right? Now, we're going to talk about a little bit more inside for a moment. And I want you to be genuine. Well, duh. Well, guys, I'm going to talk to the guys for a minute. And there's some ladies out there that go through this. But guys, be open and respectful when you share your feelings. And I'm going to say this one from personal experience. There are people out there that will tell you the truth, but they'll use it as a knife, all right, as opposed to a constructive tool, right, a productive hammer, so to speak. All right? But I want you to tell your true feelings to your mate. All right? They'll appreciate it if you do it in an honest and non-threatening way. I know I would, so I'm going to speak from my experience. If you tell me your feelings in an open, honest, and non-threatening way, man, I'm all over it. We talked about the movie and the favorite meal earlier. I say something like, oh, if I come home and I had a bad day, I could say, I really appreciate you making dinner tonight when you knew I really had a rough day, right? Or guys, if you're big on those movies, I love the combat movies. I love going to see Saving Private Ryan and Fury and the war movies. If she told me I would rather not see a combat film, could we see a comedy instead? I would not be offended by that. But if she just rode along and just went and didn't say anything, but was getting mad at me in the process, see, that's kind of damaging to the relationship, right? Pulling away. So you want your partner and you want to feel safe enough in the relationship to be genuine and real with your feelings. So you need to do it and you need to receive it. And that goes right into my next tip, because on the flip side, you need to listen and pay attention. All right? Assume that everything your partner says is important, because you know what? It is. And if it's not important to you, you are not with the right person. I'm just going to say it like it is. And if you don't like being real, then I think you came to the wrong place. I'm just going to put it out there. Assume everything your partner says is important, because it is. Stop what you're doing. Pay attention when they talk. All right? Now, if you're in the middle of doing something, say, hey, hold on 1 second. Can you hold on? Let me finish this one thought right here, and then I want to give you my undivided attention. Okay. All right. That's good. See, if you're not sure, here's another thing. If you are paying attention and you're not sure what they mean, say it back to them to be sure. You could say something like, I'll go back to the movie thing. So, you mean you'd rather see a movie in a local theater than the one downtown? Right? You could, this is doing two things. One, it's going to help clarify that A, you were paying attention, and B, that you understood what they were saying. They could have been saying the flip thing. No, what I was trying to tell you was, I want to go downtown. I'm really tired of the local theater, right? So, the cool thing about this is you'll enjoy a more intimate relationship, right? She's going to say, oh, he's paying attention to me. They're going to feel loved. They're going to feel respected. Guess what? That's going to drive things a bit deeper. And let's just be honest, it's huge when you're both listening to and being listened to by one another. Isn't it? Yep. I'm going to say, yes, I'm nodding for you. Go ahead and nod with me. Yeah, it is. And lastly, I want you to make it a goal of having an equal relationship. Now, equal relationship could be whatever it means to you, right? What I'm talking about is if you both give and receive respect from one another, then your relationship stands to become very, very strong. And your emotional intimacy, that, my friends, is going to run deep. Therein lies the trick. To strengthen and solidify a relationship, accept that neither partner is more important than the other. You're not more important than she is. She's not more important than you. You're not more important than he is, and he's certainly not more important than you are. There may be moments in your relationship when importance will shift back and forth for a short period of time because whatever's going on in life. I know when my best friend passed away, I became part of the more important of the two in my relationship with Diane. And she was good with that. And then everything switched back again, right? Because you're equally important to each other all the time. And when something happens on her side, guess what? She's going to be the more important one. And I'm going to be right there supporting and loving her 100% of the time. You should be doing that for your mate as well. All right? So I want you to put these strategies into place to work your relationship, to build it, to strengthen it, to get that intimacy to run deep. And you'll experience some intimacy and some beautiful love that you've never seen before, that you've probably never experienced before. And if you have, you want it again, don't you? Yeah, I'm nodding again. Nod with me. There you go. All right? So, with that, there's Valentine's Day around the corner, right? Let's not forget that. But let's not make that the only day we show how much we love those that are special to us. How about that? All right? So, those are the steps to love success. How about the 7 critical steps to success I mentioned earlier? Well, it's getting ready to go away. And the plan is it's going to go away this weekend. I'm going to finish up the new program I've been working on, and I'm going to put it up instead. So if you want to get out there and get the 7 critical steps to success, go to yoursuccessatlast.com. Click on the banner you'll see at the top, 7 critical steps to success. You also see a little ad posted off on the right-hand column there. Say the same thing. Click on that, drop in your email, and I'll happily send it to you right away. Well, with that, I'm going to close out my week and my show by leaving you like I always do. Think successfully. Take action. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.